Today, we're going to be working on this freebie Husqvarna mower. As you can probably infer by the sign, the throttle cable is missing, and it likely doesn't run anyway, because if it was just the throttle cable, then all they would have had to do was order a new one, slap it on there, and then they would be able to use it just fine. So I think it's pretty fair to assume it doesn't run either. So let's go ahead and do a walk around and check it out. It did come with a bag too, which is a big bonus nowadays. Pretty straightforward. Got some tape on the handlebar, have our throttle lever right here. Obviously the throttle cable is gone. Let's check the air filter. That was already loose. Okay, filter looks decent. Not too bad. Yeah, here's where the throttle cable would have connected. Let's check to see if there's any fuel inside. Oh yeah. Do the smell test. It's definitely a little old, but not horrible. Husqvarna 6021P Kohler Courage XT-6. Go ahead and take this off. A little bit of rust on the surface there. All right, there is a spark plug, so that's good at least. Let's go ahead and check the oil. Yeah, it definitely has some oil in there, but it's on the lower side. Yeah, you can see it right there on the lower side. It definitely needs a change, so. But there is enough for a test run at least, so. It's been a week since I picked this up. To save ourselves some time and struggle, I went ahead and ordered a new throttle cable for it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on and save ourselves the struggle of trying to test start it. Now we need to put some zip ties on to secure this to the bar. Also need to make sure that the two lips on this side are sticking out, so that way it doesn't try to slip through. Oh, that broke right off. Wow. Talk about cheap plastic. Well, as far as functionality is concerned, it should still work fine, but this will probably slip past here a little bit. I don't think it'll be an issue though. Well, without further ado, let's see if it works. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see what happens. Questionable. This does have auto choke, so we don't need to prime it or anything manually. I think it's time we put some fuel in the spark plug hole and see if it fires up. It's a little bit dark. Sometimes you get lucky too. Once you get started from that little shortcut, it'll pull the clag out of the carburetor. Not always though. Some debris came flying out. Hit my leg, it scared me. I cut it right there to start a new clip because it was getting a little bit long. But I kind of wonder if it'll start up now again on its own. It looks like it may have cleared the clog. There's some dried debris and little pebbles coming out, so I think we're going to go ahead and take a look at the bottom or the underside to make sure there's nothing still hanging on that can fly at somebody or something. It sounds like it might be idling a little bit high too. We'll have to look into that. We got a decent bit of the stuff underneath gone, but we're gonna go ahead and let it run in the yard for probably 10 minutes to try and clear the rest of it out and help the carburetor pass all the debris as well. We also need to plug the spark plug back in. That would help a little bit. We definitely need to adjust the idle. I think it's time we get that carburetor apart and check it out. We had to take the cover off because the carburetor is under here. This is in front of it, and there's a line that runs from the carburetor to this temperature gauge right here. This has to come off with the carburetor. We have another nut right here, just under the temperature thing, and then another one right there. We're going to kind of get this out of the way and then take the spark plug out to get better access. Yeah, could be worse. I'm going to vacuum it. In order to get the big one off, you need to turn this all the way over here, and then it should just pop out. Just like that. Turns pretty well. I guess we have a bolt on the side here to let gas out, and then this is what keeps the bolt on, so I'm not exactly sure why they made it this way, but it's probably a better design than most. Yeah, they're both 10 millimeters. Whew, okay, that was really on there. Oh yeah, it's starting to come out. That actually looks pretty good, surprisingly. I mean, not too surprisingly, because the gas smelled pretty reasonably fresh, but not new. And watch out for the hose, it's kind of pushing on the cup. Yeah, doesn't look too bad, but there was definitely some crap in there, so it's enough to clog it for sure. Again, we need to pull the holes out of the way. Looks like there's a spring on it too, don't want to lose that. Let's go ahead and take the jet out. Should be a flathead. The lip on one side shaved off or snapped off, so we can't really get that out now. Since it did run on its own power, I think we'll be okay. But in the future, if the jet can't clear itself, then this entire unit will have to be replaced, which sucks, but at least it does run. Let's get that out too. Let's get it in the hole, just like that. Okay, so since the jet is stuck in there, we couldn't clean it out. Let's just give it some pulls and see if it manages to run on its own fuel through the gas tank. And then we'll assess the RPM. I guess we'll put some gas in the spark plug hole and see if it kind of fixes itself. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put some more in there. Try it again tomorrow to see if we have any struggles getting it to run. Happy to report, I think we finally got the RPM speed taken care of. It took a little bit of back and forth adjusting the spring right here. You can see the arm right here and the spring just below it in that little hole. I had to adjust both ends of that spring.